Hello my beautiful curlies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Komal and in my channel I make videos related to curly hair tips, routine, techniques, styling, product reviews, basically everything related to curly hair. And if you are one who has just started embracing your natural hair or wants to embrace your natural hair, then you have landed on a very right place. Consider subscribing to my channel. You can also follow me on Insta. Today's video is all about frizz. I know. A lot of us don't like frizz, right? But I do love my frizzy hair. Also, I know that there are some days when frizzy is so annoying that you just want to chop your hair. Because I feel the same. So in today's video, I will tell you some of the easy steps which will help you to kick off that frizz. One disclaimer here, I want to just make note that frizzy hair cannot be eliminated completely. You can just minimize your frizziness up to a certain level. So if you have frizzy hair, that's the reason you have curly hair, coily or wavy hair. If you are one who wants to embrace your natural hair but also wants to minimize that frizziness up to a certain level, then obviously this video might help you. But if you want to completely eliminate the frizziness, then sorry, this video is not for you. So I will give you few steps discussing some of the few mistakes as well which might be the reason that you are having frizziness. Switching to gentle shampoos. So if you are using shampoo which has silicons, paraben, sulfate, wax, minerals, which means you are using harsh chemicals, so that might be the one of the reason that you are having more frizz. Once you switch to gentle shampoos which will not have these 5 ingredients, then obviously your frizziness will decrease up to a certain level. So the very first thing is to switch your all products to gentle ingredient products, or you can say safe products only. Make sure to clarify your hair regularly. If you are not clearing your hair, that means you're not getting rid of the product that has been built up on your scalp, then obviously that's another reason that hair is getting frizz more and more. So you need to clarify your hair at least once a month. If you're someone like me who just washes your hair once a week, then obviously I opt gentle clarifying shampoos every week. What happen is the products that we are using get piled up on your hair strand. So when you apply any new product, the product buildup doesn't allow to go into your hair strand. So that's the reason you need to get rid of the product buildup so that the hair strand is all clean. When you apply new product onto it, so it reacts to that product. So yes, you need to clarify your scalp, your hair every once in a month. If you are doing these two things but still you're getting a lot of frizz, then opt for deep conditioning. You need to do deep conditioning at least once a week. Just lather your hair into deep conditioner and make a twist. Let it keep it for like 15 to 20 minutes at least, and wrap up your hair with a warm towel, or if you have a thermal cap, then that's very good. Just wrap up your hair with that one. What deep conditioner will do is it will hydrate your hair. The reason of having frizziness is your hair is dry and not getting enough moisture to settle down. So once you put deep conditioner to your hair gets enough water, your hair gets enough moisture, so that's the reason it gets settled down. Another thing that you can do to minimize the frizz is use leave-in conditioner. If you are doing styling, you are applying stylers but you are only applying gel which gives you good definition, but you are also having some frizz, then opt for applying leave-in conditioner as well. What it will do is leave-in conditioner is just another form of giving some moisture to your hair during the week. Leave-in that will retain into your hair until your next wash day. So you can go for a light leave-in conditioner and then on top of it apply gels. It will help you to minimize the frizz. Quantity of product is very important. Make sure that you are putting enough product. If your hair is very thick and you are just applying a pea size of product to all over your hair, then you cannot expect your hair to be defined or with less frizz. So you need to work out how much product your hair needs and how much you need to apply. So you need to kind of work with that one. So make sure you're not applying too much product and also not too less product. So try to make a balance of that one. Applying product correctly. I always say this, that always emulsify your product before applying onto your hair. If you are applying gel or any styler but you're not damping your hair or you're not putting water into your hair, you're directly just putting all the styler, you cannot expect that styler to work on your hair because that's not activated yet. So you need to activate your product before applying on your hair. So the correct way is to emulsify with water, mix in your palm before applying product, and make sure that your hair is also damp before you apply product. If you are completely new to curly girl method or CG method, you don't know, obviously you are not applying styler, that's the reason your hair is completely frizz, it completely looks like this. That's the reason it's not style, you haven't put any styler. So my hair also looks like this when I do not apply any product. That's the reason we are applying stylers like gel, foam, mousse, cream, leave-in, not all together, but yes, we are applying this to tame the frizz, to get the definition and to get the good beautiful curls. And the reason why we apply styler is because styler gives good hold, it gives good definition to your hair, and it gets moisture. Styler helps to lock those moistures, so that's the reason we apply stylers. You are applying all products, you are applying all correctly, you are applying all quantity good, but still you're getting frizz. Reason could be weather. If you are having a monsoon season or you're having any humid season, in humid, curly hair tends to get more frizzy. So make sure during that weather you are not applying any product with glycerin, because glycerin is friend of humid, so it will make your hair more frizzy. So try to avoid glycerin in humid or rainy days. In rainy days you have seen that you might have baby hair or frizziness all over your hair. Just to minimize that, try to avoid or try not to use those styler which has glycerin in it. Do not extend your wash days. If you extend your wash days, like say you do not wash your hair for 10 days or even 15 days, like 2 weeks, you are not washing your hair, obviously you will have frizz. So you need to wash your hair frequently, not too frequently. Do not wash your hair every next day. Try to wash your hair every 4 days or every 5 days if possible, because in my case I cannot wash every 4-5 days. I wash it in a 1 week, so that's okay for me. But obviously at the end of 5th and 6th day I can see every week I have more and more frizz. So that's the reason. The more you extend the wash days, the more frizz you will see in your hair. This is a very common mistake that everyone is doing, is sleeping on a cotton pillowcase and letting your hair open. You think that your hair is open, it's good to sleep on a cotton pillowcase, but that's wrong. Please do not sleep on cotton pillowcase. Change it to satin or silk if possible. And also try to make pineapple hairstyle. That means making a bun at the top of your head and then covering your head in a bonnet or a silk satin scarf or turban or anything that protects your hair. And make sure that the fabric that is coming in contact with your hair is either satin or silk. Silk is obviously 100% preferable. Use silk around your hair or your skin because it keeps your skin younger as well, and also your hair less frizzy, because silk does not take up all the moisture from your hair and skin, whereas cotton takes all the moisture from your hair and skin. That's the reason your hair feels more dry and frizzy, and whenever you wake up in the morning you see more frizziness in your hair. So silk helps to retain the curl pattern. It also helps to minimize the frizz. So yeah, try to switch to silk and satin pillowcases. If you could see, my both the pillows are having one is silk and one is satin. So yeah, I have completely dished off all the cotton pillowcases. There is no entry of any cotton pillowcases in my house. Do not dry comb. I have combed my hair dry. I will show you my pictures here. It's so terrible. Oh my god. Not the look is terrible, but what happened is when I dry comb my hair, I get a lot of breakage of my hair. Breakage means my hair gets break from in between, like it breaks from here, sometimes there. So what it does is it breaks the curl pattern. As you can see, every curl pattern is going in a pattern. So there is a curl pattern. Every hair strand is having a curl pattern. So what happen is when you dry comb your hair, you are forcing your hair to be straight. You are forcing your hair to be like be detangled, be straight, do not get curled up. So at that time what happen is the curl that you are having gets break in between, and then the pattern that you were having gets disturbed. So when you disturb anything in general as well, like when you disturb environment, what happens? Same is with your hair. When you disturb your hair natural pattern, it gets disturbed, it gets damaged, it gets frizzy. When you see frizzy after dry comb, that means your hair is not happy to be in such position. It wants to be curled. So please do not dry comb. If you want to comb your hair, like I comb my hair whenever I am in shower, I make sure my hair is wet, I apply conditioner, I let it sit for 2 to 3 minutes, and then only I comb my hair and get rid of all the tangles and knots. And sometimes I want my hair not to be completely wet, but I still want to tangle. What I do is I put a little bit of water and conditioner and try to detangle my hair. Do not dry comb your hair, or if you do not have conditioner, you can go for oil as well. You can apply oil and then you can start detangling your hair, but do not dry comb your hair, because you will disturb your curls, which will obviously increase the frizziness. This might be new thing for beginners. When you style your hair is covered with a gel, and you are drying your hair. Because we want to check whether our hair is dried or not, we start touching our hair in between. What happens is, because your hair is not dry completely, it's wet, it will disturb curls again, because you're not letting them dry in the position they want to dry. So touching your hair while it's wet again increases the chances of frizziness. You will see more and more frizz. So you need to let your hair dry completely, like 100%, and then only you touch your hair, or if you want to scrunch, then only. Again, another point is also related to this one. Do not scrunch your hair before it's dry completely. So you might think like it's 80% dried, I'll just scrunch my hair because I want to go somewhere. What happened is, because your hair is not completely dry, it's not covered up in gel, and it has not taken the shape of actual pattern that it wants to, and you are disturbing in between by scrunching it and pushing it like in this method. So it will increase the chances of frizz again. So you need to let your hair 100% dry before you scrunch it. This one is also related to the previous point as well. Some of you might opt to diffuse your hair. You need to make sure your hair is not too wet. So you need to make sure your hair is around 50% dry, and then you can use your blow dryer to completely dry your hair, but obviously attaching a diffuser along with that one. Do not directly use blow dryer, because the direct air will disturb your hair again. So you need to make sure that your dryer is far from your hair, having a diffuser. The temperature of your diffuser should be in a cool, not heat, because obviously heat is not a good friend of curly hair. So you need to avoid hot shower, blow drying in a heat setting, so, and heating tools, anything related to heat or hotness, you need to avoid those things. And with this one we come up to our last point is, do not use terry towels. What are terry towels? The usual normal traditional towels that we use to dry our body. Do not use that on your hair because it is very rough, and drying your hair with that towel increases the friction of your hair more and more, and the reason your hair is getting frizzy. So instead you can use a cotton tissue, you can use a microfiber towel, because they soak up the product or water in your hair, but they do not increase the friction, hence it do not increase the frizziness in your hair. So try not to use terry towel on your hair. It's good for your body but not for your hair. Your hair needs either a cotton towel or a microfiber towel. I would say these were a few tips that would help you to minimize frizz of your hair. Obviously, I have said this before as well, you cannot eliminate frizz from your curly hair or any textured hair like curly, wavy or coily hair. You can just minimize the frizziness by taking few steps. Even now, if you see my hair, I do have frizziness. If there is no frizzy, then you don't have textured hair, then you have straight hair. So overall, we need to accept that we do have frizzy hair, and we should love our frizzy hair, because I don't mind having frizzy hair. Thank you for watching. Come up next week if you like this. If you have any comments, any suggestions or any topic that you want me to cover, please comment down. If you have any question, I will respond to that. If you have any suggestion, I'll read that and maybe I'll come up with that topic as well. So yeah, thank you for watching. See you next week.